Hello there. You know what? I decided to buy some more Star Wars Vintage Collection action figures, even though I don't have any more room to display them. But you know, I wanted to fill out a couple holes in my collection, and it didn't bother me at all that a couple of these were also on sale. I am ready to open this box. Are you ready to join me? Alright, I bought these Vintage Collection action figures because I had some holes in my Vintage collection. And I figured, well, a couple of these were on sale, so it was a good time to buy them. Plus a couple other ones I passed on the first time I saw them, basically because they were part of the Hasbro let's get rid of the bubbles plan a couple years ago. Well, now I kind of decided I want these figures anyway. And before I start that though, I got something else from Target. That is right. If you remember a while back, I bought a set of figures from Target, and after I opened it, I was not very happy with those figures. And that is because they were the retro collection of A New Hope. And remember, the box was okay, but the figures inside, well, the figures were good, but the cards were all scratched up and bent up and everything. Well, I have another box. Woohoo! And of course, now they're on clearance. So I kept the original box because I figured, well, if I ever open them, I have a set to open. But I also wanted one box just in good shape and everything for my collection, you know? And if I notice on here, it says that they were on sale for $29.99. Yeah, I think Target's trying to get rid of these now. For a while there, you couldn't find them. Now I think they got too many of them. So, just gotta let you know, I was finally able to get another box of those. But of course, the main reason we are here today is to open this and find out what I've got. I bought this on Amazon, and the box, the shipping box, is in very good condition. So I'm hoping inside we're not going to find any surprises, you know what I mean? Gotta cut that a little more. All right. Well, we'll start off with the first one, and I'm already not too happy with what I see here because they crammed them in again. Amazon, you're just not getting better in my book. This happens to be the Ahsoka Tano Convus figure, which I was missing from my Mandalorian collection. And as we can see here, very much warped, and it's because of the way they packed it in the box. Instead of putting it over the other thing like this, they crammed it in here and folded it up against the outside of the box. And not only that, they really kinked up the corner here. Also, got a big sticker on the back. I'm used to seeing that from Walmart. I'm not used to seeing that from Amazon. Well, anyway, got the figure. And I did get this on sale, I believe. In fact, let me just take a look quick. Yeah, I did get this on sale. Picked it up for $7.99. So I suppose I better not complain too much because this figure is a little bit on the older side. This is 2022, if I read this correctly. And it is Vintage Collection 222. Let's take a look at the figure, shall we? Well, first of all, the card has a really good picture of Ahsoka on it, of course, from the live-action Mandalorian TV series. The figure itself, of course, being the Vintage Collection, lots of articulation. Facial sculpt, once again, is good. I do appreciate Hasbro doing a good job with the facial sculpts. And of course, being a Jedi, the only accessories are the lightsaber. Although with Ahsoka, we get two lightsabers, and they are the clear blade lightsabers, or white blade, whatever you want to call them. So overall, the figure's not bad, and like I said, it fills a hole. For $8, I guess I can't complain a whole lot, even though I probably should. But I don't think they had too many left, and I didn't want to miss out on that. So, There's Ahsoka. At least it stands really nice with the card, right? Let's see what else. We have one other one here that has a card. And this is also Ahsoka. This one is in pretty good shape. The card is not really warped, and I don't really see, got a little bit of a ding right here, right on the corner. I can live with that. This one happens to be Ahsoka Tano, the Peridea one. And as you can see, we have different costume on this one. This happens to be Vintage Collection 338. Looking at the figure, I like the costume. They did a really good job of the costume, and lots of details down below the knees there, from the knees down to the shoes. Really good. Facial sculpt again, once again, very good. And of course, the accessories are just the 2 lightsabers. Now, when I look at these two, just looking to see if the facial sculpt is the same, I think it is slightly different. Of course, the headband is different between one. One is brown and one is kind of bluish color. And I'm going to say the lightsabers look like they're pretty much the same mold. So, there's our 2 Ahsoka figures. Like I said, 222, 338. Little bit of difference there. The next one I have in here is one I didn't really ever see in the stores. So, and I really didn't want to buy it because, like I said, it's in a cardboard box. Which is it? It's Sabine Wren and the Howler from Peridea. And this, once again, is from the Ahsoka TV series. Now, when we look at the back here, or even on the front, you can see the Sabine Wren figure comes carded. The Howler, of course, is probably taken up a good portion of the box here. And from the looks of it, there is a little bit of assembly to go along with the Howler. I like the picture on the front here. That is good. If the figure and the Howler look that good, that's almost ready to open that up and take a look at it, don't you think? But I have to resist. I have to resist. I'm in the box collector after all. I have to resist. If I find one of these for maybe half price or something, I might just get it and open it up. After all, I could use something to go along with the TIE Fighter over here, don't you think? Now, as far as accessories go with Sabine Wren, when we look at the back here, we can see she comes with her green lightsaber, a removable helmet, 2 pistols, and another lightsaber that's just the hilt of the lightsaber. It looks like the Howler also has legs that can move. The legs can actually be folded so that he can lay down on the ground or stand. Actually, I think those are removable legs as far as sitting on the ground. Overall, it looks like a really good figure. If you have one of these and you've opened it up, leave a comment below and let me know what you think about it. What did I pay for this? Yeah, well, I think I paid regular price for it. Yeah, I paid $39.99 for it. But, you know, you take the $17 off for Sabine, you got the Howler, and I thought that was fairly reasonable when you think about it. Better than paying $20 for a deluxe figure of this. At least here, there's a little bit of weight in this box. Got one more box in here to show you. Now, I'm not a big fan of the sets that these next things come in, but I didn't really want to pass it up because I wanted these figures. And what did I get? Well, it's the Captain Enog and the Night Troopers. Or Thrawn's Night Troopers, I guess it says. I really wanted these as part of the collection. I think these would have been better on cards. But you get 4 figures here, and this one cost me $48.40, so basically I'm paying $12 per figure. But I'd still rather have them on cards. But you know me, with these, I do open them. I have to find out what these figures look like. So they do come in a nice little box, and I do have other sets like this in it. Inside, we do have a little bit of cardboard set in there to keep the figures separate from each other. A little bit of notes for some reason. And if we take this one out, we can take the figures out. And the figures are basically just wrapped in paper. Nothing too special. In fact, the first thing that comes out is the pistol. So we'll just set that there. But the main reason I wanted to take this one out is because this happens to be Captain Enoch. And yeah, I've got it open. I can play with it a little bit now. Checking out the shoulders. And the shoulders seem to be pretty good. Elbows work really good. Of course, the wrists go back and forth. The feet move pretty well. Wonder if I can get them to stand. This one, the left shoulder, you can swivel it, but you can't really move it up or down or anything. The little shoulder thing here is getting in the way. It just doesn't move quite as well. Let's see if I can get him to stand here. He's not being very cooperative. It's almost like one leg's a little longer than the other one or something here. Anyway, it don't look like he's going to stand. Next, we have the Night Troopers. So we'll take a look at them quick. And they each come with a pistol. That's just kind of loose in the bag here. Never really played around much with these things. But here we got the one with the black helmet. So it looks pretty decent. The, holy cow, the leg almost does a 9 or 108 or almost does 360 degrees. A little more than it should be, I would say. Knee's got, the knee does 360 degrees. This one does not seem to have, if the elbow bends, it doesn't do it very easily, and I'm not going to try to break it. And his feet just don't want to stay in. This one is not going to stand. This right foot is really, you know what? I'm almost starting to think they should have just made these as retro figures. It probably would have been a better figure. There is no way this guy's going to stand with the way his feet are. You have to have one of those little things to put on him. Oh well. Next, we have another Night Trooper. And this one happens to be, well, he's probably in the best shape as far as the troopers go. We still have all the white armor here instead of patching everything, although he still has plenty of ribbons and tape holding him in place. There again, his right foot. What is it with the right foot of these characters? You know what? I'm not even going to move these much. I'm not real happy with these. The joints are terrible. They feel like they're going to break if I try to bend the elbow or bend the knee. And maybe I do need to loosen them up, but I don't want to break the thing. Boy, if that's the way these are going to be, I wish they'd just go back to the old way of doing these things. Because granted, they're supposed to have a lot of articulation, but when you're going to move them around, it feels like you're going to break it. I don't need a Night Trooper with a broken leg. The last one we have here kind of combining them a little bit. Little different head again on this one, and all the joints feel about the same way. Yeah, I'm not fiddling around with this one again. Like I said, you know what? If you have these, leave me a comment. Is it just that I need to work them until they're loose or what here? But I'm afraid if I move this around much, I'm going to break it. And that's not the way the action figures should be. They should not be, they shouldn't feel like that. At least I don't think they should. As far as the design of the figure goes, I like the design again. This time we've got a little bit or a lot of tape, like this one has, but we also have a little bit of gold on him, as the captain has. Well, there we go. The 4 action figures that come as part of Captain Enoch and Thrawn's Night Troopers. Like I said, I like the looks of the figures, but to me, they don't feel like they're going to be that posable. And like I said, the feet on these things really seem bad. Oh, is that the way they are? I'd almost be afraid now to tear these apart and actually put them on display. Oh well, like I said, leave a comment if you did buy these and if you were able to pose them decent. Or did you break them when you posed them? Well, the box is now empty. So that ends this video. I'm glad you joined me, and I do appreciate that you spent some time with me. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, It does help out the channel quite a bit. And it lets YouTube know to send it out to more people, so hopefully we can raise the viewership a little bit more. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell so that you're notified when new videos have been posted. Well, until next time, may the Force be with you, and be careful with your figures. You don't want to break these things, you know. Well, I thought I was done, but I just noticed as I was trying to put things away that this box has been opened. It's not taped shut anymore. So now I'm wondering, do I have all 6 action figures in here, or did somebody swap something out? So I think it's time to find out. Well, the first one we pull out here is Dr. Evanson, and I have to say, this looks much better than the first box I received. So, okay, we have Dr. Evanson. The card is in good shape, and the bubble is in good shape. Next, we have Han Solo. Once again, card in great shape, bubble in great shape. 2 for 2 so far. Can this continue? Next, we have Luke Skywalker, Yavin. And card, great. Bubble, great. 50% so far. Let's keep going. We have Walrus Man. Slight bow to it, but I think that could be taken out. Otherwise, card looks good. Bubble looks good. Happy so far. 2 left. Next, we have the Stormtrooper. Card, again, good. Oh, not quite. We have a crease in the card. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is a crease in the card. Not bad, though. It's there, but it's not terrible. And bubble, in good shape. Last one. We have the Rebel Fleet Trooper. Card, not bad. We've got a little bit of a crease here. Not as bad as the Stormtrooper, but there is a little bit there. But when you're hanging on the wall, you really wouldn't notice it unless you get up close and study it. And there again, the bubble in good shape. All right, happy with this batch. Much better than the first box I bought. So overall, I'm happy with this one. Now, let's return to your normal scheduled programs.